I admit, that was fun. There were mountains of corpses by the time I finished, cut down like wheat. The lava ran red with their blood. True.
Great! You wanna help down here?
Wouldn't think you'd need my help if you beat all those trials. Or did you just watch your father do it? Hey, what's taking so long?
Alright.
You wouldn't believe the scores of these things I just killed. It was glorious. I think you're right. Brood would love. She'd be faring better than you, at least.
और साथ बोल भाई, क्या हाल है तेरे? जाने देना बंदर, जाने देना। जो भी देख रहा है लाइक करो, शेयर करो, फॉलो करो, सब्सक्राइबर बढ़ाओ मेरे। अरे बोलना साद। जाने दे, तेरा मूवी तो नहीं खुल रहा ना कुछ जिसके होने से फर्क पड़ना, उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता। जा क्यों नहीं रहा वेंचुअली अंदर? आओ चालू कर पाऊँ। Oh.
I admit, that was fun. There were mountains of corpses by the time I finished. Cut down like weeds. The lava ran red with their blood.
मालूम पड़ेगा तो है कि
Crude, will.
Great. You wanna help down here?
Wouldn't think you'd need my help if you beat all those trials. Or did you just watch your father do it? Hey, what's taking so long? You wouldn't believe the scores of these things I just killed. It was glorious.
अब देखना करो
I think you're right. Brood would love it. She'd be faring better than you, at least.
अब आ रही क्या बरोबर अब आएंगी बरोबर देखना हेलो
Done that at any time.
You seem to be handling yourself well enough. I was trusting you.
अब
So, where to?
Let me check. Looks like we need to head through that gate.
अब आ रही क्या बरोबर
Ain't that impressive? Real god stuff.
You are a god.
Damn right.
And so am I.
अब आएंगी देख फुल कर दिया मैंने आवाज
It's here. This is the spot.
Well, where is it? In the lava?
I don't know.
Training like that ain't good for you.
Ah! Damn it!
Some advice. Sticking your hand in lava is never gonna feel good.
Wasn't thinking.
Good. It's better that way. Alright, let's get out of here. No. Don't try to play me again. You're an okay kid. You're still a giant, and I'll revel in killing you too.
Loki,
का मिशन चले हुए मेरा ये होने के बाद खेलूंगा
look, we did it.
उस दिन से खेला ही नहीं मैंने
This phrase is complete now. We can read it all.
But you can't translate.
Not yet.
See, I got a little theory. I think if we can find the rest of this, we can use it to look into that without, losing an eye or worse. Look at this. We make a good team. Don't we? Don't we? Make a good damn team.
Just like you and Balder.
You both behave out there?
Thor was really great. I learned a lot from him.
You learned something from him. Really now? Okay. What did you teach the kid?
Nothing. What could I possibly teach him?
Exactly.
और तब तक बात तो कर.
I was wondering
कुछ.
where that went. Actually, I had a pretty good idea. Change of heart.
I'm not really
वो
sure
कल
why I
खेलेंगे.
came to
कल
Asgard,
संडे है ना.
but I realize now it wasn't to be a spy. I need you to know you can trust me. And if I'm gonna help you take this to the end, I need to be able to trust you.
And trust is earned. I get it.
मैं नहीं लिया वो
Take
कुछ
this,
लेके ही नहीं दिया किसी
Figure
ने.
out the rest of it. If you're staying, that is.
You're gonna tell me what you're really looking for in there.
Translate that, and I'll tell you everything. And on that, young man, you can trust me.
मैं नहीं लिया हूँ. टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास में. कुछ नहीं. पैसे भी मेरे ही. इसकी मैं नहीं दे रहा. नहीं दे रहा. नहीं होता मेरा भी. मेडिकल चालू किया ना मैंने. तू तो आ पहले. बाद में बताता क्या है तो. आ तो सी पहले. हवा में बातें करके कोई मतलब नहीं है ना.
Hey, you're back. How was it? Did Father behave himself?
Yeah, I mean, Better than I would have expected, I guess.
Is that the sword from Grandfather's study?
Oh yeah, her name's Ingrid.
थोड़ा थोड़ा
Hi, Ingrid. Wow. Allfather must really trust you. Well, glad you survived your first day.
Hey, me too.
Tomorrow, we talk about Valkyries.
Definitely.
कौन वो किसकी बात कर रही है तू
I'm not thrilled. Did you think that I would be? I'm not angry.
किसकी बात कर रही है
I'm concerned.
कौन है 10
You
लोग
know that's not what I want for her.
You don't want her to have a sword.
No, it's not about having a sword. It's about what you use it for. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. And I don't want that for her either, okay? You don't have to worry. She's a smart girl. Smarter than her father.
Well, when you're right, you're right. Come here.
तेरे कुछ फ्रेंड नहीं है इंस्टाग्राम पे देखी होंगी तूने तेरे कितने फ्रेंड है मेरे को पता है सब
Well, this has been a weird day. Exactly. Nice! Whoa, I can use this.
लड़का है
Huh, nicely equipped. What needs work?
कल सोते फ्रेंड होते ना बना लगाना बंद कर दिया मैंने 4-5 साल हो रहे मेहंदी लगाई नहीं मैंने बालों में लगाता ही नहीं मैं 4-5 साल हो गए डिप्लोमा के पहले लगाता था अब भी नहीं लगाता खराब होती मेहंदी से बहुत लगाना मत वो तरफ हो जाता बालों से कुछ नहीं देता अच्छा बुड्ढी रही है तू
Good morning, brother. No news, I'm afraid.
I have a plan.
Do you now?
The Nords. You found them once.
ये
Do
क्रेटोस
so again.
I could try, but I don't see how that would
They
help.
are the fates of these lands, are they not? I would know what they know,
You may not find them cooperative.
as long as I find them. Where do we search?
Midgard. But if Atreus is in Asgard, there's no getting him back without an army. We should be raising one.
Yes, nothing like a catastrophic war to improve the situation. The boy seems quite capable. Perhaps if you simply give him some time.
You are not free of blame here.
नहीं उसके दुश्मन की बीजी है वो
It's confusion. I do not seek war. But if Odin has stolen my son, do not doubt the lengths I will go to.
Your nature has always been clear, Kratos. But you, Freya. War as a first resort. That's not the Freya I knew. I hope the Norns can give you the counsel you need. Perhaps mine is no longer of use here.
Tyr, stop. This is no time
तेरे
to
लैपटॉप
fight
वाला गेम
yourself.
कल खेलेंगे सुबह में.
Come, sit, please.
You have been quiet.
कोई भी नहीं अभी तो
Frankly,
खुला
I'm
नहीं.
surprised you of all people would seek out fate. But your instincts haven't let us down so far. Let's find the Norns.
Who am I to offer you counsel? I only hoped to help the boy find his answers. And I failed. What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. He's terrified of you.
I doubt that very much.
It's the truth. And not just because of problems.
That is not who I am.
क्या PUBG का?
I know you feel that way now. I've lost myself before. More than once, but believe me, there is something beyond that.
What is that?
Purpose. Purpose is the path that leads you to yourself.
So you would have me accept my fate. Lead your arms into war. Secure your vengeance.
If securing our justice is not your purpose, then find another.
Friends बच्चे स्वेटर भी दी. दिखता है टावर दिखता उसमें रील है उसके बारे में पता नहीं मैंने देखा नहीं हूँ. डिफेंस है इसमें से. डिफेंस 55 और रनिंग 70. 55 से 70 11 14.
Does it hurt?
Oh, this? Only when I worry.
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to ask Odin. He's got control of every path. I know how highly you esteem our expertise on such things, so I'm sure that's
समझा नहीं मैं
disappointing.
कुछ तेरे point.
He's just been one step ahead of us.
Hang on!
Like कर.
I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back. Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Madam Neathog? Madam Neathog, where have you gone?
I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Oh, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course. We should get down to the wolves, brother.
Come. Quiet. She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death.
बोला सही अभी.
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mirror. The giants, they herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight, all of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
अरे तू बोलना है यार, इसमें टेंशन नहीं.
You've never struck me as someone who fears death.
स्टोरी वाला गेम.
That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future.
Death can
that
have me
matters.
when it's on me.
Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it.
क्या
And
gentleman?
you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake,
Hey, वो
how
gentleman.
will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Secret.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that?
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally.
वही
Long
जो वहाँ पे
before I
सोया था तभी.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
I should have guessed it was Secret helping you recover yourself. She's so loyal. Why? Clever.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves are distracted.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother?
देखा नहीं मैंने
You were
चेक नहीं
asking
करा.
about the thread we're tracking.
Hold. I hear something large.
चेक नहीं किया मैंने
You were
है.
asking about the thread we're tracking. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Nords in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is
होगा उस पे
hard
भी.
to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's mind? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally.
Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freyr was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out.
Freya's right. They have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream.
Brother, what's wrong?
The wolves cannot focus.
You're on fire, Recon. It will pass.
Behind you! Look out!
Brother, get up! Brother!
नहीं करने वाला हूँ.
Coming back here!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Fire from behind! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you, brother!
Incoming fire!
Enemy to your left! Incoming fire back here!
Suspect that's all of them.
ऐड नहीं करने वाला हूँ. उधारी नहीं चलती मेरी इधर.
Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was Kind of you. The Coal Raiders have been a blight in this land. The way they've abused its creatures. I should do something about it.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
नहीं चलती, उधार देना बंद कर दिया मैंने।
You were asking about my last visit to the Norns. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate, which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the
Spartan
fates of your
Spay.
homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated?
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost. It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time.
Another Draugr hole, brother. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Brother, get up! Brother!
है ना देख तो भी बहुत हार्ड है इसको मारना।
Another Draugr hole, brother.
Careful!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
ये शील्ड लो उसके लिए। अब देख कैसा मारता है उसको मैं।
Another Draugr hole, brother.
Steady your guard!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Can't do this without you, Kratos!
अब भी नहीं बोलता, उसको मारने के बाद खुलता, उसको मारने के बाद खुलता। अपने पास लाइफ नहीं है ज्यादा।
Another Draugr hole, brother. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
भीड़ यार मर ही नहीं रहा ये तो.
Another Draugr hole brother.
Kratos, are you okay?
You're on fire, Kratos. It will fire. Brother, get up! Brother! Another Draugr hole brother.
Skilfa!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
कम फोड़ रहा हूँ.
Skilfa!
Come on, get up, brother!
अरे यार. हेटफुल नाम है उसका.
Another Draugr hole brother.
On your guard, Kratos!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Kratos!
जन दूसरे को मारते जाके बाद में आएंगे इसके बस.
Mimir, the legends you spoke of are true. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
So to be clear, finding the Nords is not about altering events, yeah?
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience. Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Grimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Grimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. Are we holding off looking for the Norns?
That boy of yours can do some damage, turns out. Maybe he'll bust through Odin's wall.
I'll be in the study.
जब तक तू बात करेंगे तब तक
Let's find your wolves. Get back to tracking the Norns. I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? Does it tickle?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
I scouted ahead. The lake's crawling with raiders. Be careful. What can I make for you? Whatever you need, whenever you need it.
Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
You know, I would have beaten you.
What?
Earlier. If Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again. Find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't. This is the right area, but we can't go further on the sled.
I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard in Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon enough.
Enemies on the left!
Right side! Left
Incoming fire!
From behind!
That's frost in my neck stuck.
Come on,
I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard in Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon enough.
Enemies on the left!
Incoming fire!
Watch your left!
Left side, brother!
Incoming fire!
Brother, get up! Brother!
क्या बोलूं?
Just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm.
गोवा का प्लान कैसा है क्या बीच में?
Not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see.
Incoming fire!
The Alpha! On your right!
Left side, brother!
Fire! At your back! Behind you, Kratos!
Incoming!
Come on, Kratos!
इन्हें बहुत पीटा उसको। हमारी छुट्टी 18 कंटेंट देख रही है, बहुत पीटा उसको। क्या मतलब वो देखने दो।
I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see.
Incoming fire!
Enemies on the left!
Incoming fire!
पे जान लेना।
Behind you! Incoming!
The way forward is magically sealed. Something in here is giving it power.
क्या देख रही थी कि मैं?
The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. Tread carefully. You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
If it does not help us find the Norns,
वो एक लड़का
it
तेरे
can
फ्रेंड
wait.
से। अच्छा। उनके साथ में लड़कियां चाहिए, इसके लिए पूछ रही थी।
This way.
5-10 हज़ार ज़्यादा खर्चा आया तो चलता रहे बाबा। ऐसा नहीं होना अपन काम।
I feel a trace of
किसी
their
के भरोसे
illusions
पे
here.
नहीं जाने को पड़ता।
I can try to dispel it. Oh, no. There's nothing here.
A false trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're searching. I warned you they wouldn't make it easy.
And what's the hilt of a cursed king have to do with any of it?
Distraction? Coincidence? Who knows? I suppose they'd say we were fated to find it. Kratos, tell me more of your homeland.
It was violent and cruel.
Sounds no different from these lands.
It was warmer.
Freya, you were just beginning to tell us the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son, and the wager Odin and Volgin.
Yes. All right.
कौन थे फ्रेंड है तेरे? तूने कभी बताया तो नहीं?
Mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half-drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear.
बहुत नए friends मिल गए तेरे को.
He had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for him.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Let's see. I feel something. In this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this wall. The Norns are hiding something. Oh, no. Nothing. Another dead end.
A trap!
Raider, flash flank!
Incoming back here! The Alpha!
Joseph! What now?
Enemy behind you!
Behind you!
The Alpha!
That's all of them. You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep looking.
Back to the wolves then.
What is up here?
I don't feel anything. It's not related to the Norns.
क्यों नहीं करती थी
Could
बात
be
कर रहे?
interesting enough in its own right.
इतना मिशन करके सो जाऊंगा मैं.
I've been studying, and I can forge some new equipment for you. Still a pleasure to see you anyway.
क्यों नहीं करती थी तब बात? बोल मैं किससे बात नहीं करती.
This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
Another crane.
Perhaps my arrow!
So this outpost is what's left of Fjotorlund. Sigrun spoke of growing up with these people before she joined the Valkyries.
घंटा. अब पता. तूने कितना खेली वो गेम? जो तेरे को डाल के दिया था गेम, वो कितना खेला तूने?
That's frost in my neck stuff.
हेड वे. चल डन. बस हो गया. बंद करते हो. जान क्या रखूं मैं? जो भी देख रहा लाइक कर दो. नहीं करना मत करो. हो गया मेरा.
The boy's mother is dead.
देख स्टोरी
She
देख.
wanted us to spread her
समझेगा
ashes
तेरे
on the
को.
highest peak in all the realms.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
There's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. First, you need to cut off my head. Odin's eye is on you, brother. Especially now that you've taken to killing his kin.
When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god, and so were you.
We can do whatever we want.
There are consequences to killing a god!
Mother.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do.
No, 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 my boy! My dear sweet boy!
It's Mother. Look, she was a giant. I'm a giant. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. The giants called me Loki?
A question for another day.
तो इसका पीछे लपट